to the Raw, Real, and Uncut commentary. Today we have Jason back again, and the famous words. So Jason, what do you want to talk about today?
I saw the Optimus, Elon's release of robots, and his driverless taxi, no pedals, no steering wheel. He actually rode it to the event. They have robots that can help you in your home chores. One charges 24 hours. Even going to have a solar panel, so if it's outside, it can self-charge. Can emotionally feel you, so to speak. Can intelligently have discussions with you. I think they have this going on since the release of the movie Will Smith, iRobot, and as far as the cop situation, RoboCop, because Optimus kind of remind me of the movie RoboCop. They had releases in Japan as well, a different form of robots. In particular, one of the robots knows martial arts. Now, why would you need a robot to know martial arts? Maybe this is the new way of warfare, and maybe these police robots that's going to be on the ground in the cities be able to break you off something proper. So, based on what I saw and based on what Elon said, eventually his robots will be able to put a string through a needle, a thread, a needle, if you will. So basically, these robots are going to work in warehouses, you name it. I do know that there's a hospital in China that is completely AI. And now Starlink and the satellites that Elon was sending out of space is all coming together now. It's all making sense. And I predict, and I feel like the new banking system is going to be tied to Starlink. I don't think there's going to be any jobs for people, which will be universal basic income globally, because there's a global debt problem going on. What are they going to do with the people if they have robots? Well, we all know the answer to that. Some of us do know. They'll probably wipe you out. So, again, for those that have heard of investments, as far as the banking system is concerned, I'm not going to go over it again. Really not. If you're paying attention to Vernon's podcast, you would have heard some of the investments that you need to get involved in. One of them, I will say, or two of them, is definitely XLM and XRP. They are part of the BIS and IMF. They're going to be using that. As a matter of fact, I believe that it's going to become a ESDR, electric special drawing rights, which citizens cannot own, so they'll probably do a buyback. Hopefully that'll happen sooner than I think. I think it'll happen probably summertime next year, maybe by the end, maybe the coming of 2026. How is this going to change the dynamic and culture of the people? Let me put it to you like this. There's a channel that I watch named BGS, and he has a great saying, and I have to give him his credit. He says, environment changes the woman. You cannot change the woman. And the woman, as I learned in another organization, she's the mother of civilization, so she teaches the culture, men mend and create the culture, if you will, and the woman expands it. So, that being said, you have all these robots doing what they do, and there's no jobs, and there's universal basic income. All the I don't need a man, all the women are the problem. In some instances, you can have statistics, that prove that to be true. But this is just going to change the dynamics of everything based on who you choose, what you choose per se, and why you choose it. There's going to be a lot of changes coming. It's going to be shocking to a lot of people. A lot of people may not be able to handle the change. if you're used to living in middle class type settings, if you will, if you feel like you want to buy this home or you want to drive this type of car, I'm not saying that you won't be able to do that. That depends on your income level, or as I said before, your investment. If it yielded great returns, the way they're getting ready to do this and how they're going to do this is quite remarkable. Because not only are you paying for these robots through taxpayers' money, you're paying for your destruction. Not only is that happening, you're going to beg for the solution because they're getting ready to put such a crunch on the world economy that third world living, we will experience that in the United States. It may not look that way, but it's going to damn sure feel that way. Because what they're getting ready to do to the dollar and switching with stable coins, look this stuff up. When you hear these terms, look them up. If you're wise enough, you'll look them up. And look at the technology behind them and who's going to enforce them. You're worried about Kamala Harris. There's a lot to say about that. I don't even want to get into that. You're worried about Obama telling black men who to vote for. You better figure out what the Federal Reserve is up to, because the next game they're going to play is we're going to abolish the Federal Reserve. We no longer need it. And the reason why they will no longer need it is because of the blockchain technology, where they can see down to the penny what you're spending. And if they can see down to the penny what you're spending, I predict that there will be no more tax payments because they can simply withdraw it from whatever wallet or technology we're going to be using as a form of payment. It's going to be quite interesting. I will tell people again, whatever your religious or spiritual doctrine is, you better be that. You better be it. Because if your ego's not balanced with what's coming, you're either going to commit suicide, or you're going to cause others to want to commit suicide because you're so miserable. Do I like what's coming? To be quite honest, yes. I like what's coming. I like the fact that there's going to be a new world order. In fact, there's already been the new world order is already here. Why do I say that? They have you under the illusion with different currencies around the planet that there is not one central system per se. Well, if they control the pricing of natural resources, if they control what you can sell on the market, you could, for instance, you could have tons of diamonds in your backyard. You can't sell it. You have to have a license and you have to be part of an organization to get on the market. So, in that sense, we can just say that they do have a new world order. It's just that they're going to get the citizens to accept it. And you will beg for it. The way they're going to do it, you're going to beg for that solution. So, buckle up. As my friends would say in their church, pray up. And as I would say, live your truth. Because what's coming, what is coming is going to make you realize, are you true to it? As far as your beliefs, as far as you conduct yourself? Because the way they're going to do it, you're going to either beg for your savior, or you're going to beg for your death. I literally mean that. It's going to be so tight for others that I'm out of words the way this thing is going to affect people. But I will tell you this. A lot of you are going to realize that that old saying, the Beatles song, all you need is love. A lot of you are going to realize a lot of things. So much things are going to change about you. It might be for the better. It might be for the better, for the most part. But the way they're going to go about it, like I said, the way they're going to go about it, and how they're going to go about it, they got, like I said, they have all these ingredients going at once. And you got the hurricane ingredient, you got the inflation ingredient, you got the presidential ingredient. Nobody's watching the financial. Nobody's watching the Fed. Nobody's watching BIS, Bank of International settlements, IMF, International Money Fund. Nobody's watching that. So I wish all of you the best. I really do. Stock up on your canned goods and your water supply. Exercise. Walk miles if you can. If you can, get your bicycle. Just in case. We don't know where to go with this. And, hey man, be good to each other.
Thank you very much, Jason. And as we close out, something that Jason always says that is appropriate as we wind down this edition of Raw, Real, and Uncut Commentary. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Put your thoughts, your questions, your concerns in the comment section, and we'll run back this again if there's a need and you have questions that need to be addressed. Once again, thank you for joining us here on the Raw, Real, and Uncut Commentary.